everyone, welcome everyone to my comparison on SCP-184 versus SCP-914 here. Here I'll do my philosophy on what will happen if you put SCP-184 inside the Clockworks on SCP-914. What will exactly happen? And first I want to tell you some a key feature. Is that SCP-184 is a dodecahedron, meaning that SCP-184, the description is a dodecahedron, and it has an anomalous ability to extend the interior spaces without extending the exterior spaces, technically breaking the laws of physics. It's able to extend the interior spaces without being able to without extending the exterior spaces. First off, once SCP-184 is introduced in its new environment, it will extend the walls outwards by 3 times the width. Then after that, it will start to create new rooms, and after that, it will start to create copies of rooms and copies of furniture into new rooms. After that, after it starts creating copies of furniture in rooms, it will start to create materials of those objects made of not so good materials. For example, you could have glass windows that are made of wood, or windows that are made of plastic, or books that are made of glass, or computers that are made of cobblestone, or something like that. Just incorrect materials for certain items. After that, the SCP would not stop expanding the interior, and it will not stop adding new rooms until it is removed. And removing the SCP from interior space, it would not reverse its effects, but it would just prevent further structural transformation. However, SCP-914 is a Clockworks machine which has 5 settings. That is rough, coarse, then 1-to-1, and fine and very fine. I just want to note out right here that SCP-184 only starts doing its, for example, SCP-184 does not do anything. It does not work for until an hour, until it's introduced into its space. So, for example, if you put SCP-184 into a room, it will not do anything for 1 hour. After 1 hour, it will later start to extend 3 times the width, then adding new rooms like I explained. However, if you don't leave it for an hour, it will do nothing. So you see, that's a very important feature, because right here you have 5 settings. So a 1-to-1, I think might mean destroy. Rough means destroy, definitely rough. So SCP-184 will be destroyed. So basically, it might be basically unaffected to so now it cannot do its effects anymore. But coarse or 1-to-1, I think, produces a similar copy, or a similar like a different version or something like that. I think that's 1-to-1. It produces like a different version. So how can I explain here? So SCP-184 inside 914, basically on whichever setting you choose to do, you could upgrade the SCP, so perhaps it will start to extend the interior even more. So that is one way to have thought about it, to upgrade this SCP and see just how powerful it can become. However, this experiment will be extremely dangerous, especially for the Clockworks machine, because for example, you can have 2 choices from this. You can either leave it and upgrade the SCP, or you could just leave the SCP in the Clockworks, not touch anything, and then just wait until it expands the interior of the Clockworks and adding new Clockworks machineries. So basically, this will paradox the Clockworks, since it's going to extend the interior of the Clockworks. And how would those outputs and inputs affect the SCP itself once it's put through there? So perhaps this is going to be a very, very confusing. It'll be very, very dangerous, because it'll forever damage the Clockworks. And so that's why, first of all, just put it inside. So, for example, first of all, just put the SCP inside and just 1-to-1 produce a similar copy, perhaps with similar abilities. You can put it on rough to destroy it, very fine to upgrade it and become more powerful. Fine, I believe also does the same feature. I don't remember exactly on my philosophy on the Clockworks, but having a different version of the SCP will be interesting. Perhaps it's more powerful. It can extend the rooms much faster, but however, I do believe that this is a very dangerous experiment that must never be performed unless necessary.